It's day 12 of building my Cliffside channel name. HowdiGamer. So here we are. You might notice that some stuff has slightly changed since we last met. Okay, so we'd made the H, and when I look back at it, it was all straight and everything. It didn't really look like the logo. I've put the logo up at the top right hand corner there, the HowdiGamer channel art. So I went back and I tried to adjust the H so it had slanty uprights, but while I was recording it, it all went corrupt, so I've lost all that. So I can't show you that bit. So what you're seeing here is that I had to raise the top of my H. So the granite picture frame across the top I've had to raise up a little bit, just by one block. And I've put the white out. I've put the white stone across, diorite, across the top instead. Oh, now I've got myself stuck. How do I get... if I jump... Oh, I can go down there, can't I? There we go. So I will go down this naturally formed staircase to go the long way round. Stay away from any drowning in the water. Let's get back on here. Okay, let's get around here. So, yeah, we'll go around. I'll just nip round to the boat and we'll take the boat out onto the sea and you can have a little look to see what I've done to the H. It's not quite finished yet, but I've tried to make it look more like the real H from my channel name logo. Let's just get out here into the sea. There it is. So instead of straight, you can see how I've sort of tried to make it slope. It's not quite finished yet. It's not quite right, but you see what I'm trying to do. So I've had to make it a little bit taller and a little bit wider out to the left. So that's the H as it stands now. What I'm planning to do today... Oh, look! Look at that! A dolphin just followed me onto the dockside. How weird is that? So, back up top. I'm going to just extend these platforms a little bit. Because one of the things that kept happening when I was adapting the H is that it kept falling off because the platforms were too narrow. So I'm just going to do a little bit of adapting. I just need to nip back up stars. Just bear with me a second while we just nip and get some more wood. So if you remember, if you've seen my castle tour, you'll see out the back of the castle I've got a forest which I've planted. So what I'm doing out here is I'm just going to chop a load of trees down. I have truncated this a little bit, made it a bit shorter because it was a little bit long just watching me chop trees down. So I'm going to chop a load of wood down. I will skim through it really fast. So I've got 4, right, I've gone straight to 47 there. 47 pieces of wood, 50, 51, 52. The one thing to bear in mind when you chop trees down, always carry some saplings around with you. Because then you can plant your trees like this after you've chopped them down and hopefully they'll grow back. So you've always got a supply of wood. I'll just put these sapling ones into my chest here. We'll get back inside the castle. And then we need to go and make a whole load of blocks of wood. And then from that, I want to create, let's see, I need some... wooden slabs for platforms. I need to make some sticks so I can make a shed load more of the ladders. So here's all my pieces of wood that I've just chopped from trees. It's all oak and I'm creating blocks of wood. When I've got rid of all the oak from the tree, I'll turn it into blocks. I'll then turn it into platforms and then turn it into sticks. And the sticks, I can turn into ladders. Woohoo! It's all very scientific, isn't it? So that's what I'm just doing now, just working my way through. I'm also going to go to the wood store that I've got here, because I think I've got some ladders in there and oak slabs and also some blocks, which I can use down on the rock face. Where are we? Right, so if we go in the wooden storage box here, yeah. So there's my sticks, wood blocks, ladders and slabs. Okay, that's all I need from in there. Right, let's get back down. We'll whiz down to the rock face. Quick shortcut. Let's take it quick. There we go. Right, we're back down to the scaffolding. And where were we? Oh yeah, so I'm trying to build a ladder from the far side up to where the letter H is, and all I had was 3 wooden blocks. So let's do this now. Once I've got this ladder built, which shouldn't take me very long, just get some blocks up, some ladders, and then I want to head up to the platform above where the H is. Up we go. Whew. Bet John Gill never thought it was going to take this long to build a channel name. In my cliff face. Right, so I just need to get rid of a bit of that. And then what I thought I'd do is build the G of Gamer, which I'm building out of bluestone, which I have produced earlier. Okay. So you mine down into the ground, go down to rounds about between level 8 and 15, and you'll find bluestone called lapis lazuli, lapis lazuli. That's exactly what it's called, and that is how it's spelled, and nobody can say any different. Anyway, once you've got loads of lumps of that, you can then go to a crafting table, turn it into square blocks of lapis lazuli. That's exactly what it's called. And nobody can say any different. And that's what I'm going to use to write the gamer word. And instead of a black surround, I'm going to do white surround, so it stands out nicely. Okay, so there's my H. I'm going to build a ladder up this H as well. I haven't quite finished the H, but we'll build a ladder up here. Platforms everywhere. It's going to take me ages at the end to get rid of these platforms. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just cut that out. There we go. It's going to take me ages to get rid of these platforms at the end. But anyway, don't worry about that. It's all good fun. There we go. Right, let's get up there. So anyway, while I'm doing this, how have you guys been? I've been busy. I've been doing all sorts of stuff lately. Travelling around a bit. Been over to York. I've been all cultured. Went over to York and watched a bit of Shakespeare in the pop-up Rose Theatre over there. Went to see Romeo and Juliet. Absolutely brilliant, I have to say. I like a bit of acting. Do you? Who else likes a bit of acting? I think it's great. Right, there's a bit of platform done there. Right, so H is done. Let's get down and go over to where I'm going to build the G of Gamer, which is going to be here. So this is in the second half of my channel name artwork. So we'll start putting the G. Right, we'll just have to play around a bit here and just see if we can place it. I might run out of daylight, but I'll try and get this G in place before it goes dark and we finish today's video. I am conscious that it's been a bit long, this one. We're just over what? Coming up to 8.5 minutes. Right, what? It's sort of, as you can see from the where I've superimposed the logo up on the top right-hand corner there, you can see what the G is meant to look like. So that's what I'm working on. I just need to put a few more platforms in here. So yeah, so been doing bits and pieces like that, travelling the country, doing a few things. Been to a gig in a house, which was great, by a guy called Dave Giles. Plays guitar, sings. Just went into a mate's front room and he did a gig for us. It was great. Absolutely brilliant. So, didn't mean to put that down there. Oh, well, never mind. So, yeah, that was great. Dave Giles, yeah, if you look him up on Facebook, on Twitter, he's probably on YouTube as well. Dave J. Giles, great musician. So, yeah, if you're on Twitter, have a look at that. Rose Theatre, York, yeah, have a look. I think it's something like Shakespeare's RT for Rose Theatre. If you look that up. Come on. Get these blue things in. Yeah. Is that right? It's going to have to be right. I'm going to have to go up top, I think, to try and get the curve on this G right. It's getting dark as well, isn't it? Anywho, let's carry on putting that over there and get towards the top. See what I'm trying to achieve here? I'm going to have to go up top, aren't I, to put some stuff up there. So yeah, Rose Theatre. It's Europe's first ever pop-up Shakespearean theatre in York. Went to see Romeo and Juliet. Alexander Vlahos. I think that's how you say it. If it's not, I'm really sorry. The guy who played Philippe in Versailles, who plays Romeo, and is excellent. So if you haven't been over to York and watched the bit of Shakespeare over in the pop-up theatre, go do it. It's brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Check my Twitter feed because I've put a couple of pictures on there of me at said theatre. Right, see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to make the platform that I'm working on a bit deeper because I kept falling off it. It's really dark now. I don't think I can see much more here, really. I can hardly see what's going on. Let's just get these blocks of blue lapis lazuli in there. Yeah, I think. And then, yeah, the other thing that I said about over the H was that the granite wasn't highlighting enough, so I've actually got rid of the granite across the top, which I think what I might do here is just cut out a bit of granite. Like, can you see over there? So it doesn't have granite across the top, it's actually got the white diorite stone across the top. So I've got 11 blocks of that with me at the moment, so I'm going to bang that across the top instead of the granite. Let's get back over to my letter G, and then I'll have to dig a bit of granite out and bang some of this diorite over the top instead. And then I'm going to stop because it is so dark. I need to get back up top, go and have a sleep, and wake up again in the daylight tomorrow. So let's bang these in. Bang, 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 bang. Chop a couple more. Well, how many have I got left? I've got 5 diorite blocks left. So let's just pop these in here and then we'll call it a day. Thanks for watching. See ya.